do not know the truth about indigenous black American history. They think we're just immigrants. They think the only difference between us and them is we migrated on a slave boat, and that's it. They don't know the Afro tribes, the Afro-indigenous tribes that were already in America. And I got tons of evidence, scholarship, and proof that I'm going to break down to y'all. You know, y'all always called me Mr. Evidence, Mr. Proof, Mr. Receipts, right? I was Mr. Receipts when I was on YouTube. And just like I was then, I am that now. So I'm going to give you evidence right now, scholarly evidence. One thing about me that differs from some other people, I don't like having conversations, arguments, debates, or anything like that if scholarship is not the foundational and the baseline for it. Speaking of foundational, yes, I'm all about the term foundational black Americans because that does cover both sides of the indigenous Afro-Asiatic tribes that were already here. And I'm not talking about the red natives. I'm talking about there was Afro-Asiatic tribes here in America thousands of years before the natives came over from the Bering Strait. Before the red natives came over, because they came over as a Mongoloid group, Mongoloid race, that was Siberian Mongoloids is what they were called thousands of years ago. And this is not talking bad against them. This is what they were called thousands of years ago. When they came over to the United States, what we call the United States now, of course, back then it was called Tamari. Okay? And even further back it was called Tartaria. That's a whole other conversation that elites don't want you to know. But anyway, when it was called Tamari, which is America, Tamarakan, okay, this is what it was called, the land of the Tamarians. They were also called Amaru Khans, right? Amaru Khans, A-M-A-R-U, last name, K-H-A-N. This is what they were called, okay? Amaru Khans, Amaru-Khan. You can type that into Google. That's what America was known as the land as even before the red natives got here. But let me give y'all some scholarship so y'all don't think I'm just freestyling, okay? Because everything I say is rooted in scholarship. Everything I say is rooted in scholarship, okay? So, first thing first, I'm going to need y'all to do y'all Googles, y'all Chat GTP, y'all AI, translator, all of that shit, okay? But before there was such thing as AI, this scholarship existed. Because make no qualms and mistakes about it. Even when it comes to AI, AI is not a sentient being per se, not initially. AI actually, and I'm not talking about Allen Iverson, for my old heads out there, salute to y'all, but I miss the days when AI just meant Allen Iverson crossing somebody over, right? But anyway, a lot of people tend to think AI is a sentient being that's thinking on its own and coding itself. AI cannot do that until it's first programmed by some human being, some person, okay? And then what it does is it mirrors the sentiments of that person. And it takes on their ideology, and then it becomes semi-pseudo-sentient. Just so y'all know that, because a lot of people kind of get that mistaken, okay? So anyway, comes some of the scholarship way before AI that existed, that elites don't want you to know about, that proves that black Americans are native foundational to this land, to American land. One of the readings that you need to go and read is a book called Afro-Indigenous History of the United States by Kyle T. Mays. And I want y'all to pay attention to the name Kyle T. Mays. A lot of these people are European scholars. Because unfortunately, and it's very unfortunate, we have something that exists in society where most people, and I'm talking about most groups of human beings, will not accept any scholarship that is not written by European scholars. They won't accept, even other black people, they won't accept black scholars often. Africans certainly won't accept black scholarship at all. I can say that confidently. I've witnessed it firsthand in college, how they were about not accepting black scholarship written by even their own people. And I'm talking about their own people, not black as in black American, but like African American, which is different than black American. They don't accept, no melanoid group of people accepts scholarship written by their own people typically. So I'm going to give y'all a lot of scholarship that elites kind of have hidden. Okay, they don't want you to know about, that's written by their own elitists, by European elite scholars, okay? Eventually, I'll go all the way back to head honcho himself, Sir Flavius Josephus, but that comes at a whole different time, and that'll be about, once I get to the series that's about Yahushua HaMashiach, the Black Messiah of Nazareth, right? That's a whole nother, and that's who's behind me here. I made this, by the way, and I will be selling my art eventually as well, okay? So, that's for a later time, that's not